on the 1st of February, and corporate India is looking to the budget for growth-friendly measures, policy clarity, and a push to revive private capex. Now, key asks include tax rationalization, incentives for manufacturing and exports, and continued infrastructure spending. Now, easing cost pressures and improving the ease of doing business remains high on India Inc.'s wish list. My colleague Ashesha is now joining us with the details of what India Inc. expects.
Well, yes, so the union budget is round the corner, so let's take you through India Inc.'s wish list for Union Budget 2026. And let's start off with two sectors which have been impacted the most on account of tariffs that were levied by US government and Trump administration in August this year on India at the rate of 50%. One is textiles and the other is cut and diamond industry. That sector clearly was impacted on account of tariffs, so they are seeking financial incentive from the government to perhaps combat the impact of tariffs that have been levied. Next up, sugar. Long-standing ask from the government by the sugar sector has been with respect to MSP on sugar prices. Remember, MSP on sugar prices have not been revised since 2019. So that is one big ask from the government. And second is also with respect to ethanol prices. Ethanol prices too have not been revised for the last 2 to 3 odd years. So that is one revision that the sugar industry is seeking from the government. So MSP revision and long-term clarity on sugar and ethanol prices is the ask of the sugar industry. Let's also put the spotlight on some other sectors then. Cement. They clearly are asking for focus on infra development, rural economy and affordable housing. Remember, infra and housing total contribute nearly 60 to 70% of cement demand in the domestic market. So clearly, government's focus on infra, economy and housing will aid the cement sector. Let's also talk about a couple of other sectors which will be in the spotlight, and the other one is aviation. The aviation industry is seeking setting up new airports, expanding existing capabilities and capacities at the existing airport, and that will be a big positive for India's aviation sector. That of course is a duopoly market at the moment, but of course all eyes will be on any kind of developments within the aviation sector. Commercial vehicle then, support to retire older vehicles which will drive replacement demand for the commercial vehicle segment. They are also seeking higher rural income levels which will perhaps aid light commercial vehicle demand, and that is one demand that the commercial and the auto segment is seeking from the government. Let's talk about the next sector then, and that is the alcohol beverage industry. Remember, state-specific taxes and regulatory concerns is a big problem for the alcohol beverage industry. So they are seeking harmonized state-level regulations, unified national excise norms. So any kind of unification with respect to excise norms that can be unified across the country will be a big positive for the entire alcohol beverage industry. Lastly, let's talk about the pharmaceutical sector and the healthcare sector. They are seeking PLI expansion, GST 2.0 on key raw materials, especially with respect to inverted duty structure, which is a problem for the pharma sector. Restoration of tax SOPs on research and development will also be a key positive. So these are some of the expectations, some of the asks from the government. We put the spotlight on several sectors and India Inc.'s wish list for Union Budget 2026.